I can be a sort of person that's like, I like my experiences to be minimalist, clean. I don't want extra fluff. Just give me like the pure, simple interface. And so it gets to know you. And every time you ask, give me information about, Amazon or something to buy on Amazon or something to buy on Bidderbuy, right? It's going to still get that data, but always present it in the way that I like it presented. I don't have to go to Amazon and like navigate through the extremely clunky sort of catalog when you're trying to actually search for things. Like now I can have it in the way I want it, but I can have it in the same way if it's another site that I'm actually like trying to access and sort of get that information from. Or if I'm the sort of person who really likes, lots of visuals, and if I'm looking for products, I want to see adverts for those products as I'm scrolling and just like get a really rich user experience, then that could be tailored for me. So AIs can sort of tailor it for each person, which would be pretty amazing.
So so essentially what you're saying, it becomes a giant chatbot, the internet, and you go from hunting to basically harvesting. Search is going to fragment into specialized AI tools. So like you're saying, Brilliant, like shopping, research, or entertainment. And, with the search, you're going from like a keyword-based conversational system to more of like you're understanding what the actual context and intent are for your search. So there definitely seems to be that shift into going from is your website, you're just going to throw as much information up there so then it could be pulled in by an AI chatbot? Or, are you still developing this pretty looking, marketing type of website where you have to worry about the user experience?
Yeah, that's it. And I think it could be a more standardized approach where if you have a platform, you're not having to develop, like now you have to, let's say you're doing a mobile first, or you're building websites and they have to be on a phone and a tablet, on maybe a VR headset, or there are lots of different things that you need to factor in. It's almost be good if it could, some ways, be a more standard approach that could work across all of those, and it really just harnesses the technology. So if it's on mobile, it will limit maybe some of the visuals that come across. You've got certain sort of platform specific assets you can feed it, but to be able to do that and have the standard sort of really clean experience, I guess, and also potentially a safer experience. Like if you think we want to say, well, my kids or my kid can use this, and I'm happy that as long as they stay on the platform, everything's vetted and they're not going to get anything. Maybe there's a different section that they can go off the rails, and you can start getting more radical opinions or things like that, but there's a more set of approved sites that you can sort of move through, and that the experience is going to be safe, secure.
I also wonder, just sort of thinking forward though, a lot of this will depend on just society's impression of AI going forward, because I'm already seeing it with things like art. Art's become a very contentious topic with AI, like kind of the art community in general, and understandably, not just, art from a hobbyist point of view, but from a, business point of view, generating assets, generating content. Anything that's getting AI generated now is getting quite a stigma to it, and if something gets posted, like the first comments are, is this AI generated? And even if it looks good or not, people, if they see it as AI generated, they immediately want to disregard it because they just think, oh, it's AI slop, right? And that's an unfortunate term, but it's the reality when there's just so much AI content out there that gets sort of pushed out. Taking a step back from that and just looking at what's happening with art in general, and with, as movies and video is starting to become more popular now with sort of those AI models, I do wonder if it's going to get to a point where AI is so stigmatized that sort of, your homegrown, organic, user-made, human-made websites are going to become more kind of, people are going to prefer those, even if there's a faster, better AI alternative, just because I feel like this is a more human-centric sort of thing that I'm witnessing. I'm going to, and this is someone built this site, and this is like, a human experience. Just because of the complete flood of AI content that's going out there, people just kind of want to disregard it entirely. And so again, with website design, is it going to get to a point where, sure, AI could generate you 100 websites that look amazing and work amazingly, and probably most people couldn't tell a difference, but there will be a stigma to it anyway. When they go to a site, people are going to demand, you have to put on your site if this was an AI generated site or not, because people will be like, oh, well, we don't want to go to those sites. We want to go to like real human sites. I'm seeing that. I'm not too sure that's going to become the reality. Again, economy talks, and if the experience is just better and smoother, people always go with that sort of experience by default. But interested to see if that's going to come about.
I like your term AI slop, Joe. We might have to make a T-shirt from that one.